What if your home felt like a permanent spring morning, the kind that never gets old, never goes out of style, and somehow always feels calm and alive at the same time? That's exactly what John Fowler's Heritage English Cottage design does, and today we're walking through every single room of it. Step inside and feel the day wrap around you like a favorite linen shirt. This entrance foyer isn't trying too hard. It just welcomes you with honey oak floors worn soft by years of good living, a sage console holding a bowl of fresh blooms, and morning light that slips through the casement windows like it belongs here. It's the kind of first impression that says, slow down, you're home now, and everything is going to be lovely. This living room understands the fine art of doing absolutely nothing in the most beautiful way possible. Chintz cushions in faded rose and butter yellow sink into rolled arm sofas like they've been there forever, because honestly, they probably have. Sunlight comes through those tall cottage windows and lands on the Persian rug just right, touching the gilt frames and the stacked books on the niche shelf. There's no hurry here, just good taste, soft shadows, and a room that always feels ready for a long afternoon. The family room is where the house exhales. Built-in sage cabinets hold pottery and paperbacks without fuss. The slip-covered sofa is deep enough to disappear into, and the faded rug on that warm oak floor ties every gathered piece together with quiet confidence. Floral cushions mix checks and chintz without overthinking it, and the basket of throws by the window isn't decorative. It's genuinely meant to be used. This is comfort designed by someone who actually knew what comfort felt like. There's something quietly theatrical about a dining room filled with morning light, and no one in it yet. The ironstone is set, the linen napkins folded just so, and small posies sit at the center of an oak table that's seen decades of good conversation. Dusty blue sideboard, botanical prints in gilt frames, a crystal chandelier overhead doing absolutely nothing because the daylight already handles everything beautifully. It's a room that makes you want to set something to celebrate, even if today is just an ordinary Tuesday. This kitchen smells like beeswax and just-baked bread even through a screen. Heritage sage cabinetry with unlacquered brass knobs lines the walls with the kind of quiet authority that never needs to shout. The center island on turned legs anchors everything, and the honed beige counters catch the light in that warm, matte way that marble never quite manages. Gingham cafe curtains filter the breeze, the farmhouse sinks its proud, and the whole room feels like someone genuinely cooked a real meal in here this morning. Not every beautiful room needs to be seen first. Some are meant to be discovered. The butler's pantry rewards the curious with dusty blue beadboard cabinetry, open shelves of labeled jars and ironstone stacked with patient precision, and a sliver of natural light that turns the whole narrow space golden. The muted striped runner underfoot, the peg rail loaded with folded linens, the framed botanical sketches. None of it is loud. It's just deeply, satisfyingly organized in a way that makes you want to rethink your own kitchen shelves entirely. Morning light in a bedroom like this is not an alarm. It's an invitation. Sunlight filters through faded chintz curtains and lands in warm pools across ticking stripe linens and a dusty rose bolster that no one has moved in the best possible way. The honey oak floor glows beneath a sage and blush rug. The painted sage bedside tables hold pleated lampshades that don't need to be on, and the woven chair by the window exists purely for reading half a chapter before losing yourself to the view outside. A walk-in closet, this considered almost feels like a private room with its own personality. Painted off-white wardrobes with brass knobs line the walls in calm order. Open hanging sections revealing folded textures and quiet colors. The wardrobe of someone who dresses with intention but without drama. The checked fabric skirt on the island counter softens the whole room, and the gilt mirror catches the light from the casement window just enough to make getting dressed feel like a gentle daily ritual rather than a rushed obligation. This kid's bedroom holds its heritage shell beautifully while letting a little spring garden sneak in through the details. Twin beds with pale blue painted headboards sit beneath softened pastel quilts. A woven wicker basket of toys rests beside the sage bookcase, and the striped Roman shade in sage and cream does the cheerful work without being cartoonish. The faded rug anchors the room in the same warm tradition as the rest of the house, and the framed animal prints are the only gentle nod to the fact that someone small and wonderful sleeps here. A guest bedroom done right makes visitors feel like they've been thought of in advance. Crisp ivory linens, a subtle floral throw folded at the foot of the bed, a dusty blue bedside table. None of it is over-decorated, and that restraint is what makes it so welcoming. The antique wardrobe painted off-white hums with quiet usefulness, the faded rug softens footsteps on honey oak floors, and the botanical prints keep the walls gentle company. Natural light from the casement windows does the rest, making the whole room feel airy, calm, and genuinely ready for you. A home office should feel like a place where ideas arrive willingly, and this one makes a strong case. Pale sage shelves stacked with books and archival pottery line the walls with scholarly warmth. The oak writing desk sits square in the daylight pouring through brass-stayed casement windows, and the check-cushioned spindle chair looks like it was made for long, productive mornings. The floral-covered pinboard adds a soft, personal note, and the rug layered over the wide plank floor keeps everything grounded. Serious enough to work in, beautiful enough to linger in. The terrace at the back of the house is where the whole story comes together outdoors. Aged sandstone pavers take over from the honey oak threshold, climbing roses thread up the trellis in spring bloom, and wicker chairs with faded rose and sage cushions face the garden like they've been waiting patiently all morning. The painted timber doors stand open, framing that familiar soft cream interior behind you, a reminder that inside and outside here speak the same design language. Midday light is generous and unhurried, and the striped outdoor rug ties the whole scene into one seamless, breathing home. Timeless design isn't about following trends. It's about choosing things that feel genuinely right and letting them age beautifully together. A John Fowler English cottage doesn't ask you to live perfectly. It just quietly reminds you that a thoughtful home, filled with honest materials and spring light, is always enough.